Okay, here we are for a matchup between the 1991 Atlanta Falcons and the 1985 Chicago Bears. This is, of course, the best era of football, according to me, my favorite era. So these are the rosters that I made for Madden 18, and we're in a season. This is week 1, 91 Falcons against the 85 Bears. I will put a couple games per week on YouTube here. All the games will be simulated so that the stats stay consistent with each other. But we will play, mostly I will pick the games unless it's something that catches on and the viewers want to vote for the game. It's the 1918 season. Oh. It's the 2018 season on Madden 18. So keep that in mind when you're looking at the schedules. Games that were already played were the 1990 Chiefs against the Patriots of 1985, and we had the 85 Jets against the 90 Bills. But here comes Chris Miller to lead the Atlanta Falcons. Now it's going to be interesting because the Atlanta Falcons, of course, didn't really use a tight end. They used the 4 receivers, run and shoot, from Jerry Glanville. And the Bears 4-6 defense, they have some 4-6 in this defensive package, but you cannot go, probably not as much 4-6 as they did in real life, so it'll be a little bit off, but I think the ratings will help make this a pretty good representation of the two teams and all the teams in this league. There you take a look at Pegram and Broussard, the two main running backs. Rozier will get some playing time as well, as the Falcons went with 3 main running backs. Now the 3 running backs almost equaled each other in touches as far as rushing attempts. The first, second, and third running back were within 5 carries of each other. So here's a look at only 3 of the defensive linemen for some reason, as they leave out William Perry. And they show you Brian Cabral instead, and that's just a Madden 18 thing. They will not be playing much 3-4, but every time you see a team that plays 3-4, and I guess the 2017 season, they're going to show you 4 linebackers. Even though you see William Perry's out there, they're playing 4-3 for the most part. Chris Miller misses on that one, and it'll be a quick 3 and out as the 85 Chicago Bears defense holds the Falcons on the first drive. Now there are definitely multiple teams in this league that have won the Super Bowls, so they have got to be, for the most part, the favorites to win these games that are broadcast. But you also have like the 98 Vikings, who many consider better than other teams that have won the Super Bowl. These 91 Falcons. Now I know the 98 Falcons were probably a better overall team, but this is not necessarily the best team from each franchise of the era that I love, which is from 1984 to 2000. But it's a mix between the best teams and my favorite team. So if you give me the Falcons team with Deion Sanders, that's the team I want to see play. So I'm sorry for the 98 Falcon fans. I do like them, the Dirty Birds. But I got to see me some Deion Sanders. And speaking of him, there he is on the bottom of your screen. The first play goes to Peyton for 6 yards. Now these will be long. These videos are going to be an hour or more, as they're full 15-minute quarters, and that's to try to get these stats the way I want them. There is a injury to Walter Payton on the second play of the season. Injuries are on because to be the best team of an era, injuries do play a part. Some teams are just more deep than others. For instance, we were talking about the Falcons. They have 3 running backs that each carry the ball about 100 times. Contrast that with the Bears, who Walter Payton's the workhorse. So losing Walter Payton is much more dangerous to this Bears team than losing Pegram would have been to the Falcons. But there you see McMahon hit his first pass to Emery Moorhead. Gain of 4 yards. McMahon on the money there. If you want to know any more about the rosters or what teams are contained in this roster set, again, the roster set itself is called, well, hold on, let me make sure. It's been a while since I put them on the EA share. It's best teams 84 to 2000, I believe, or something like that. Best teams 84 to 2000. Second and 13 now for the Bears, and another handoff to Gentry. Makes a move, runs over a man, and gets a first down. So Dennis Gentry, 2 carries, 10 yards. We've not gotten an update on how hurt Walter Payton is, but this is week 1, so now these players, I tried to get the equipment right, actually had in the second half of the rating system, I definitely had some help from, if you look at the, sorry, I was going to say before, if you want to know what teams are in this roster set, you could definitely check that out on Operation Sports. But additionally, you'll see some guys on Operation Sports. Raider Dave Music is the one that helped me do a lot of the AFC uniforms and making and those guys look great. If you've ever done a roster set, then you'll know it's a lot of work just to get the players moved around, name the guys, and rate them. And then on top of that, then you got to go and make everybody look right with the older equipment. And it is taxing. And there is Deion Sanders intercepting Jim McMahon. How about that? The Bears are favored to win, but you got prime time Deion Sanders saying not so fast. McMahon throws it. He challenges him. Deion says that was stupid. Interception. Down to the 30-yard line. Deion Sanders. 1 game played, 1 interception. I was going to say, Deion looked pretty good on that play. Sometimes you will see guys that just look perfect, and that is fabulous when that happens. Other times there will be some guys. Oh, Miller gives it right back as he throws it to Gary Fensick. So, back-to-back interceptions by primetime Deion Sanders and Gary Fensick. Basketball. Of course, I welcome all comments. Of course, if you see someone that could look better, of course, there's many pictures out there. You know, sometimes the guy's wearing different colored gloves. Sometimes he's not even wearing gloves. That kind of stuff's going to happen. That's not a big deal. But if there's just something obvious that was missed that you know would make the guy look better, certainly leave it in the comments. If you see any misspelled names, of course, leave that in the comments. But mostly, you know, just I welcome any advice that you have to make this look even better. There's Gentry makes 1 man miss. So the Bears are not deviating from their game plan. They're still running the ball, even though Walter Payton's on the sidelines.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game. But when you have a good
man from the shotgun, before he's going to tuck it and run, he gets the first down. Jim McMahon takes off for an 8-yard gain. The other thing, this is week 1, so again, I'm gonna have every game played. Not every game will make it to YouTube, of course. I haven't decided exactly what the number is. I'm leaning towards kind of like a TV schedule. So one noon game, one afternoon game, one Sunday night game, and the Monday night game, perhaps the Thursday night game as well. That would be 5 on YouTube. That might be too many. But, I mean, I'm going to end up watching them anyways. Or, I mean, I might not be sitting here watching every one, the ones that are not on YouTube. You know, I might be cleaning the house while it's on the TV or something like that. But they're all going to be simulated in this way because these ratings on these players on this roster are all about gameplay and how it looks on the field. Unfortunately, that means if you do a fast sim, the stats get all out of whack on certain characters. McMahon throws, hits his receiver in the head, challenged Dion again, and he actually had him, but the receiver did not turn around. So again, I was saying these rosters have been developed to get the right play on the field, not through straight simulation of season. So keep that in mind. If you play them or watch them, like we're doing here, this type of simulation, computer versus computer, and slow simulation, then you should get some pretty good results. But that's why we're putting some of them on here, so you guys can give me any feedback. Let me know what could be fixed. Again, in week 1, you and I will both notice some guys with long hair because, of course, outside of franchise mode, you cannot change the hair type. So I tried to eliminate as many of the guys with dreadlocks and stuff as I could, as that wasn't a big thing back in the 80s and 90s. But some slipped through for sure. I know on the Chiefs Patriots game, which was not on YouTube, I don't believe, but I did watch it, of course, here. That was the first game of the season. I did spot 3 different guys on the Chiefs that had to get haircuts at the end of the game, so we'll be doing that week 1. But even after week 1, if you see something that's wrong, just let me know. The fridge, William Perry on the stop there. 2 more yards lost. And now it is the Falcons have 3 total yards. This 85 Bears team is serious. This 85 Bears team. Oh, that is a safety. Big Steve McMichael brings him down in the end zone. Here's the handoff. Begram absolutely lit up Mongoose McMichael. Buries him in the end zone, and the Bears' first points of the season are scored by their defense, fittingly. And there is a horrible punt out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move
So the Bears get it at the 30-yard line. Well, that's interesting. Huh. I thought it was at the 40 when kickoffs go out of bounds, but I guess on the free punts after a safety, you can kick it out of bounds, and they only get it at the 30, which is not horrible. Getting a little bit worried about Walter as he's still on the sidelines.
Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
McMahon scrambles, still looking. Now he takes a shot, and that might be a sack. No, that counts as a run. No gain, though. Now McMahon did scramble a little bit. He was athletic, so it's not terrible to see. There are some guys that will scramble more than I would like. There's only so much you can do. I mean, I could take off their scrambling trait, make them statistically or rating-wise not be a scrambler, but sometimes they just take off running anyways. We just have to live with that in Madden 18. Now, you might remember Deanne wasn't the greatest tackler, but there he had 2 of his friends, so Gentry's not quite the Barry Sanders who is in this league, by the way. But you won't be seeing Gentry make 3 men miss. Oh. Deanne runs over a man. It's not the way he usually does it, but he does it here for 7-yard return. Number 29 on the Falcons. Seems to have long hair. I'm not quite sure who that is, but we'll definitely want to check that out and see if he's supposed to have the long hair. There's a handoff, breaks a tackle, fights. And that was Broussard on his first carry, getting 7 yards after Pegram got caught in the end zone. They switch it up and give it to Broussard.
For them, the encore is getting back to the Super Bowl and winning it this time.
Here we go.
Miller from the shotgun, waiting, fires downfield, and he's got a man. First down across the 40. That was Michael Haynes, I believe. Michael Hayes. Wait a minute. There's a handoff. Makes a man miss at the 50. Gets across the 40. Inside the 30-yard line when he goes out of bounds. Broussard now 34 yards on 2 carries. 29 is Joe Fishback. I do not believe he's supposed to have the long hair. So we will fix that. Again, any other comments that you find, things that need to be fixed, definitely let me know. You see the Falcons have run 5 and thrown 5. Very balanced offense so far. And there's a draw play up the middle. Hammered at the 20. Ball comes out. There's a handoff to Rozier. He gets popped. Popped by Mike Singletary. Fumbles the ball. It looks like the Falcons recover, though. And I believe that might have been Rozier's first carry. He's the 3rd back, but like I said before, the 1, 2, and 3 backs basically split carries evenly in 1991. First quarter's over. 85 Bears lead the 91 Falcons 2-0.
To begin quarter number 2, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Miller drops back to pass. He looks towards the sidelines. He's got his man. And it's just a gain of a couple. And that is Harper LaBelle, who on Madden 18 you have to have a couple tight ends. You can't play the game without at least 2. Even though the Falcons went the entire season without throwing a pass to a tight end. Madden 18, you just have to play a little bit differently, unfortunately. So hopefully LaBelle doesn't end up leading the team in receptions or anything like that. Play action pass. Miller still looking. Throws it in the end zone. Oh, he had a man, and he missed him. That was Michael Haynes open in the end zone. Miller wants that one back. The 85 Bears aren't going to give you too many opportunities. And Miller wastes one there. Okay, here we go. 3rd and 4. 85 Bears have to come up with a stop if they want to keep them to a field goal attempt here. Miller. Shotgun, good protection again. Throws it. It's knocked away and incomplete. Miller 4 of 8, 27 yards with the interception. This drive was more about Broussard running it down. And now the field goal kicker. I believe it's Norm Johnson in 91. Here's the kick, and it is good. There he is. Norm Johnson puts it home. And the 91 Falcons, this is an upset alert. 91 Falcons lead the 85 Bears 3-2. By the way, if you want to know why the uniforms are the way they are, the Bears have them both. They look good either way. But the 90 Falcons, they have the home jersey, not the away jersey. So rather than forcing them to wear white or something, I'd rather let both teams look how they did in 85 and 91. So you will see something like that where the home team's wearing away jerseys and so on, just to get the best look that we can get. McMahon completes his third pass. He's 3 of 5 for 9 yards, but that interception to Deion Sanders, it's not his best moment. Dennis McKinnon, his first catch of the season. Man drops back, waiting. He's thought he was going to run for it, but he ends up getting hit by Brian and teammate. They each get a half a sack. Celebrations on.
I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
McMahon looking deep. He's got a man. Did he come up with it? He did. Great catch by Willie Galt. If he didn't have to leave his feet, he might have been gone. But he had to leave his feet to corral the ball. Still ends up being a first down. And McMahon got it to him. He beat Tim McKyer. Showtime Tim McKyer got beat. Wonder if the Falcons will switch it up and make Deion play the speedster Galt. Play action pass. McMahon looking to throw again. Runs back, throws it to who? Is that Gentry in the middle of that? Yes, he found his running back, Dennis Gentry. It doesn't look so bad on the replay. 2 catches for -1 yards. 11.5 to go in the first half. 3-2 Bears. 3-2 Falcons. Thomas in motion. Sanders in at running back now. They'll give it to him. He gets a couple. 2 carries, 8 yards.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing.
And here's McMahon from the shotgun, and the entire left side of the Bears offensive line jumps. That'll make it harder. 3rd and 11 coming up.
Understandable, we're going to see some of this first game of the year in a penalty.
Yeah, we are, and don't forget the emotion of it all as well.
McMahon still comes out in the shotgun. 4 wideouts. What's he got? He comes up firing, and it's tipped and incomplete. Scott Case back there, one of the safeties for the Falcons.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better.
There you see one of the games they played in 1990. Kansas City Chiefs fell to the 1985 New England Patriots. And there, the 1985 New York Jets lead the 1990 Buffalo Bills 3-0. That's an upset alert. A couple upset alerts going on right now. 88 Bengals will take on the 2000 Baltimore Ravens. And there you have the 97 Steelers against the 86 Cleveland Browns. Cardinals and Lions, 2 of the lesser teams. According to the ratings, I believe the Cardinals are probably the worst team to make the cut. But that's nothing new for the 98 Cardinals, as even in the year of 1998, all their stats seem to indicate that they should not be a playoff team, as they were ranked 20th. And many stats. There's the replay to Andre Badman Rising. Oh, look at this. You would have never saw this in 91, but they're going with 3 tight ends, the Falcons are, and throwing it. So, looks like they were looking for Rising, which makes sense because the tight ends are pretty pathetic because at receiving, because the Falcons just didn't use them as receivers.
Hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw.
Second and 10 coming up. Miller throws a diving catch. Steve Broussard, only a 1-yard gain. No, I'm sorry, that was Mike Pritchard. Miller from the shotgun. Good protection again. Comes up, throws it to Eric Pegram out of the backfield, but that's not going to pick up the first down. So the Falcons' offensive line has done a good job of keeping Miller from being sacked, but they still have just the one drive that led to anything against the Bears. The 85 Bears lost Walter Payton on the second offensive play of the game, and there's a sensational punt. The Falcons are going to down it at the 3. Now the 91 Falcons, their offense was the run and shoot. They did put some yardage up. Their defense was average, with the exception of the cornerbacks Deion Sanders and Tim McGuire, who were very good. But the special teams, very good special teams unit. Deion returning kicks and good, both kicker and punter. Sometimes overlooked, but special teams are very important. And here, when they're taking on the best teams, I mean, we all know the 85 Bears are a significantly better defensive team than the 91 Falcons. But if you can win the special teams battle, you can even up the matchup a little bit there. McMahon play action from inside the end zone. He's running to the right, looking. He's going to pull it down and run for the first down. Slides, but still takes a bit of a shot. He's now run the ball 3 times for 21 yards with Walter Payton on the sidelines. Jim McMahon is leading the team in running. They won't tell us who the injury was on, of course. Classic Madden 18. Here's play action again. He's got time. He'll throw it out to the back, Gentry, I believe. Dennis Gentry. 3rd reception. I really hope Walter Payton's only out for the game and not the season or anything, because I wasn't planning on a season where Dennis Gentry has huge stats, but there's a nice run by him right there. 9 rushes, 30 yards. He's going to have to play above his ratings if the 85 Bears are going to compete with the 96 Packers and the 98 Vikings in this division. And they give it to him again.
Type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, if they'll abandon it now after getting only 1 on that play.
And Thomas Sanders, his 4th carry for 15 yards. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
McMahon finds his man. First down, Chicago Bears. McMahon comes up throwing to, is that, I can't think of his name. 82. I need to check the spelling on that. I believe it's supposed to be Mangrum. There's a handoff to Gentry, makes a man miss. So the Bears are not abandoning the running game despite losing Walter Payton early. Now, as far as injuries go, this, it's still Madden 18. But some things that we tried to do is people such as Barry Sanders, Walter Payton, you know, guys that are pretty important and stayed healthy in their respective season. We certainly have their injury rating high, so they don't get hurt, or they shouldn't. But then there's guys like when you see the 1984 Seattle Seahawks, they could have been even better if their star running back Kurt Warner would have been healthy all year, but in real life he got injured in game 1. And so he is on the team, and he'll probably start. He's the highest rated running back, but his injury rating is extremely low, and so you would expect him to get hurt in one of the very first games. I mean, his injury rating is probably in the 20s, whereas Walter Payton is in the 90s, but Payton got hurt, and now watch, Kurt Warner won't get hurt, and he'll play all 16 games, and that's just because Madden makes it hard for the custom people out here. So the Falcons take over from their own 18. They are staying with the 85 Bears, actually winning 3-2. First play is a handoff, and Rozier 2 carries, 8 yards. Richard Dent gets his first tackle of the contest. Miller back to pass. He quick throw. Bad Moon Rising makes the catch, and he's hurt. Oh, come on. Andre Rison's injured. Michael Haynes will now be the #1 receiver. Let's play action pass. Miller throws and throws it into the ground, and that is your 2-minute warning. I hope they're not serious, but already in the first half, we have Walter Payton and Andre Rison go down to injury, and that is not good. Oh, shoves one man down. Gentry, who is turned into the starting running back, or not the starting running back, but the primary running back for this game, also still doing punt return duties.
They used 3 different starting QBs and were last in the NFC North for the 3rd straight season. So where does the optimism come from this year? That's what the Bears fans are asking themselves.
Oh, nice job by 74. 56 looks like he also has long hair. McMahon throws it away. 56 and 29. Guys that may need haircuts at the end of this one for the Falcons. Man from the shotgun. Looking and hit, and down he goes. He tried to spin off of it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, McMahon's holding his knee. You've got to be kidding me. Now, McMahon was injured in part of the 85 season, so that, I mean, as long as it's not a season ending or something, that actually plays into what I was talking about, where you have to also be a team that can handle injuries if you want to be the best of the best. Now, they were supposed to be able to count on Walter, but McMahon getting hurt is not a big surprise. Falcons call timeout here. Bears will be punting. The injury to McMahon forced them to call a timeout, so the Falcons only had to use 1 timeout. And let's see if they're going to punt to prime time. They will, but it's a great punt. He gets it at the 18 to the 20 and pushed out of bounds. So no big return from Dion there. Miller comes out. Let's see if the run and shoot can move the ball here in the last 89 seconds of the half. 5 wideouts. That's run and shoot like. Miller goes underneath. Miller waiting. Gets rid of it underneath to his running back, Broussard. 10 of 16, but only 59 yards and 1 interception. 5 wideouts again. And there's another completion. It's Michael Haynes, and there's an injury on the field again. Miller goes underneath again. Well, he's just picking up a few yards at a time, but he's already got the ball across midfield. Trying to tire out this 85 Bears defense. Shotgun. Here comes the rush, and good night. Phillips comes on the blitz, gets to Miller, and that forces the Falcons to use their last timeout. Miller from the shotgun, 3rd and 14. Drops back, gets rid of it, throws it out of bounds. 18 seconds to go. The Falcons will have to punt. The Bears do have 2 timeouts, but with McMahon on the sidelines, they might want to just kneel it and get to the locker room. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And Fuller will give the ball to Gentry, who breaks 1 tackle. He gets a nice little run. He's got 12 carries for 44 yards. And that should take us to the half. Or will it? Yes, they're not going to run another play. It's halftime. It's the 1985 Chicago Bears at home with 2 points. 1991 Atlanta Falcons trying to pull off the upset with 3. Okay, the Bears will get the ball to start the second half. We still haven't gotten an update on either McMahon or Walter Payton to see how hurt they are. But the Bears will start the ball at the 27 regardless. There's another game coming up later. The Giants of 1986 against the Dallas Cowboys of 1993. Dennis Gentry coming back out, so it might be serious for Walter. It looks like McMahon's coming back out, so that's good news. Quarterback is coming out. The running back, unfortunately. No, he's back too. Okay, good. Good news for the Bears as both Walter Payton and Jim McMahon are able to come back after the halftime break. That's good for viewership as well. Even if I'm the only one viewing, it's still good. McMahon spins out and throws the ball across the field. Dangerous throw. McMahon will do some things that drives the coach nuts. I wish that looked more like Mike Ditka, but at least he's eating part of his hat.
This feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
McMahon comes up, throws it to the midfield, and it's complete to Dennis McKinnon. And the Bears are up to 165 total yards, so it's not like they're unable to move the ball. They just can't put any points on the board. Falcons playing the bend and don't break defense. Play action. McMahon fires it to Walter Payton underneath. Fake to Walter, then the toss to Walter. Brian Jordan, one of the 2 baseball players in the secondary of the 91 Falcons. There's a handoff to Walter Payton, and he gets his head taken off by the man who needs a haircut. Nice play by Lyles.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to.
And here we go, McMahon from the shotgun. This is another one of those cases where they've gotten some yards, but if they don't complete this one, they're not going to get any points. McMahon in trouble, gets rid of it, completes it to Mangrum, first down and more, inside the red zone, breaks another tackle, touchdown. What a great run after the catch. McMahon throws his first passing touchdown of the season, and the Chicago Bears of 1985 take the lead. Look at this pass underneath the 40, just a terrible attempt of a tackle there, but then that's a good tackle. But of course it's Dion, whose weakness is tackling. So we've seen Dion represented beautifully this game. He had a pick early, but then he cannot make a tackle. The good and the bad of Deion Sanders. I'd still take him on my team, of course. But now the Bears are going to go for 2. Up by 5, no reason to go for 1, as Dick is thinking, and he finds the man Suey, the often overlooked fullback in Madden 18 at least. Of course, the 85 Bears know that fullback is important, so I'm glad to see the fullback getting a play. Nobody covers him, but he makes the catch, keeps his feet in. Matt Suey, there it is, it's good, and the Bears take the lead 10-3. Falcons now will start at the 24-yard line. Oh. Okay, you see the Bears are definitely out yardaging the Falcons, but it's only 10-3. The Falcons are still in this one for sure. Miller with a quick drop. Now he takes it a little bit further and goes with the nice quick throw. Miller from the shotgun steps up, throws it, and incomplete.
It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach like that, right? Not an actual player. Not a chance at all.
Miller fires incomplete. 13 of 22 so far today.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
And the Bears will start at the 22-yard line.
And the Bears take over. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were
2 tight ends set for the Bears. They'll give it to Walter up the middle. Tries to do a spin move, but he's caught in the middle of it. Only 13 yards running on just 5 carries, but he was injured most of the first half.
no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Play action pass now. McMahon looking deep. He's got Willie Gault inside the 40-yard line. Another injury timeout. McMahon lets it go. Finds Willie Gault's got his man beat. Well, Neon Dion is locking down his side of the field, but McKyer has given up a couple to Willie Gault so far. There's a handoff to Walter Payton, and he's hit and fumbles the football. Oh, Walter Payton not having a good day. Jesse Tuggle lights him up. One of the best defenders on this team lights him up, fumbles the ball right into Lyle's hands. Pop, ball comes out. And the Falcons needed that. Special teams can help make the ratings closer, but turnovers, of course, everyone knows, is the ultimate equalizer. The 85 Bears might think they're the better team, but you keep losing the turnover battle and anything can happen. And Mike Ditka's going to have that entire hat eaten by the time this game's over. Miller from the shotgun. He'll hand it off. He breaks a tackle, stays on his feet to midfield. Rozier now 3 carries for 12 yards.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Miller now from the shotgun, waiting. Good protection. Throws it downfield. He's got his man. First down and another injury. And something needs to happen to these injuries because, well, luckily we haven't had any major injuries yet, but they still do keep stopping the clock. And I mean, I knew the video would be a little bit over an hour, but this might end up going an hour and a half with all these injuries. Miller from the shotgun again on 2nd and 7. Play action. Throws it. Oh, that was a dangerous throw as Bears were all over recognizing that play. Glanville going with the ball cap today. It's the only option in Madden 18. Shotgun again for Miller, and in trouble this time, and down he goes. The Bears get the sack. Steve McMichael, and of course, there's another injury. This will be a 52-yarder from Norm Johnson. It is outdoors. There is wind. It's definitely not a gimme. But Norm Johnson does put it home.
And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length.
Now, of course, you will see some players on multiple teams, which is just the way a roster set like this works. I know for sure Norm Johnson's one of those guys. You'll also see on a couple of other teams. I think he might be on 3 teams in total. He just found his way on the good teams throughout his career. Play action pass, Jim McMahon over the middle. Complete. Looks like it was Dennis McKinnon, but the flag is going to be against the Bears. It's against Tom Thayer.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that could be the make or break difference on a play.
McMahon's going to scramble and slide. He's now gained 26 yards. And you see Buffalo has taken the lead against the Jets 7-6. Bills favored in that one, Bears favored in this one, but both in very tight games. And off to Walter Payton, and he slips one tackler, but no, he can't slip the other tackler. Loses yards. 3rd and 20 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments.
And they'll hand it off again, and he's ripped down to the ground. 8 carries for only 5 yards. For Sweetness, Falcons are doing a great job against the run.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the first down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. Didn't matter whether they threw it or ran it. They just ended up rallying to the football on the running play and stopped them.
Deanne will get a chance. Makes a spin. 40, 45. Down he goes. When Deanne makes the first man miss, you never know how far he's going to go. And there's 56. Okay. So 29, 54, and 56. 3 guys that appear to have inappropriate hair for the Falcons. Okay, Miller from the shotgun. Gives it to Broussard, and he'll get across or up to midfield. Nope, they're going to say he's down at the 49. Bears defense has controlled this run and shoot offense so far. Miller drops back. Or no, that's not Miller anymore. That's Billy Joe Tolliver with his first completion. And that was a tackle who must have reported as an eligible receiver. And Billy Joe Tolliver hit him. There's a handoff to Pegram. He'll pick up the first down and keep the drive going. Wilbur Marshall and Mike Singletary on the stop. Now they actually give the tackle to Singletary. Tolliver returns, hands it to Pegram. He gets another 3 yards. He's up to 6 yards on 6 carries. Seems like Broussard has been the best of the three-headed monster as far as the running game is concerned. Today, it's only week 1. And they will give it to Broussard. He breaks a tackle and gets... He now has 44 yards on 4 carries. Wilbur Marshall brings him down right before the first down marker. And they're almost in they're already in Norm Johnson field goal range. But they'll come out with 5 wides and try to get this first down. Not take a sack here. Tolliver will throw it. And that's when you don't use your tight end. And you're using a offensive lineman instead, it looks like, or a backup tackle or something. Sometimes he'll drop the ball. Norm Johnson from 50. That's good again. He's made a 50 and a 52-yarder. And the 91 Falcons are within a point of the 85 Bears.
And he's definitely keeping them afloat. But we see it so often. Field goals are not going to win you games in the National Football League. They've got to find ways to start capitalizing when they get down near the red zone.
Okay, here we go. 250 to 150 is your yardage, but the game is 10-9. And after Walter, the Falcons all know it's going to him on first down at least. 9 carries, only 6 yards. McMahon now from the shotgun. He might just turn this into an aerial assault. Waiting. And he'll throw it, and I think he went out of bounds. That was not caught. Oh, it was caught. He did get his feet in bounds, so 2 catches. Walter for 6 yards, and you see Buffalo put a field goal up. They're now up 10-6. 10-6 in that one, 10-9 in this one. Man from the shotgun. He's got time, throws it. He completes it to Willie Gault across midfield. Brian Jordan brings him down at the 40. McMahon's over 200 yards on the day.
Very nice pickup of 34 yards.
14 of 19. McMahon drops back. He'll take off running. And he will slide down. McMahon's picked up 33 yards on the day. The Bears have run 50 plays through 3 quarters. They are definitely winning the ball control battle.
This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter.
McMahon from the shotgun on 2nd and 3. And he'll play action pass. Peyton picks up a blocker, but McMahon can't get away from the second one. Barnett gets there and takes him down. And that takes him out of field goal range as well. Play action again. McMahon waiting. Spins, trying to get away from 56. He cannot, and back-to-back sacks by the Falcons. And the Bears will have to punt. We're in the 4th quarter. It's a 1-point game. They will kick it towards the sidelines, keep it away from Dion. It'll go out of bounds at the 15. Good enough punt by Maury Buford. That's his third punt inside the 20. Now the Falcons have the ball, and they can take the lead on this drive. Miller. I mean, it's still Tolliver, isn't it? Yeah, Billy Joe Tolliver is the quarterback. He will spin, and he's going to run. And he will get taken down after a 6-yard scramble. Haynes in motion. Tolliver drops back. He throws it. He completes a pass. Tolliver's 2 of 3 for 18 yards.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Tolliver, quick throw. What is going on? 5 receptions for a guy that shouldn't have any catches. If it was the 91 season, he should have no catches, but Madden 18, of course, just loves the tight end. Fortunately, that sucks for the run and shoot teams. The other thing that sucks for the run and shoot teams is the Houston Oilers are in the game, but you won't see them in the Houston Oiler uniforms, as they will be the Houston Texans. But you'll still get to see Warren Moon in action. You just won't get to see him in the right uniform, unfortunately. But every other team will look as close to historically accurate as they can. Tolliver throws that one away in the middle of the field. 84 Seahawks will take on the 96 Packers. Who are the favorites to win this thing? Well, let's see. It's got to be the Super Bowl winners. Defensively, I'm thinking this 1985 Chicago Bears team, but they're having a heck of a time in their first week. The 2000 Ravens are also defensively elite, but they both might struggle a little bit in the offensive department. The 89 49ers, of course, are definitely a candidate. 93 Cowboys. Oh, if I'm going back to defense, the 86 Giants. 91 Redskins. Some people certainly underrate them, but they are one of the best teams of all time. By many account, they certainly are in the mix. You also got to think about division in that NFC East. The 93 Cowboys, 86 Redskins. 86 Giants, 93 Cowboys, 91 Redskins, all Super Bowl winners. It's going to be a tough year for the 1990 Philadelphia Eagles. But they'll also beat each other up, and that might open the door for someone like, let's take a look at the South. You got the 91 Falcons. They did not make it to the Super Bowl. The 92 Saints did not make it to the Super Bowl. The 96 Panthers made it as far as an NFC Championship game. But the 1999 Tampa Bay Buccaneers made it to the championship game as well. So there's no Super Bowl winners in that division. But then in the East, you have 3 of the very best teams of all time. So each division in its own will be interesting. And then, of course, they have to play each other when they get there. Out in the West, you'll have the greatest show on turf. 99 Rams team will be playing the 89 Niners team. That's a lot of offense. And then the Cardinals might be the weakest team, so that's going to be a tough year for them. The 84 Seahawks are, they did not win the Super Bowl or anything, but they were a very good team. Forced a lot of turnovers. Dave Craig. I don't think they're going to be able to compete with the Rams and Niners, though, but they could give them a couple good games. See, McMahon hit Emery Moorhead for a big gain. And the Bears are up to 333 total yards. kind of a quiet 330 yards as Walter has not lit it up. But they've had scrambling by McMahon. Gentry has got 46 yards on 13 carries. Galt, McKinnon, Emery, Moorhead, Mangrum have all had decent receiving yards, but no one has lit it up individually. It's just a good team effort by the Bears. And there McMahon tries to scramble, bumps into his own lineman, and then goes down. That's 5 sacks for the 91 Falcons.
This game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Play action. Walter picks up the blitzer. That was nice. McMahon throws it to the end zone. And who came through with the tomahawk chop but Deion Sanders to knock it away. And here we go. Kevin Butler is going to try to make this a 4-point game. Kick is up. It looks long enough, and it is good. So Butler and Norm Johnson have both been great as kickers today. And it's the Bears leading the Falcons 13-9. Oh, Deion with the spin move, but number 88 was there to stop him from going the distance. And is it Tolliver still? It looks like it's Tolliver. Chris Miller, we're not sure how badly hurt he is, but it's Tolliver's game here. Rolls out, fires it downfield. It's Risen gets hit and cannot hang on. Tolliver, 3 of 8 so far.
Agreed. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body. Pretty good until the finish.
And they, handoff to Broussard, but he gets lit up by Wilbur Marshall. Third and 12. Falcons running out of chances here. Tolliver drops back. He slings it underneath. Nowhere near a first down. Another stupid injury. Falcons will punt. Another extremely good punt by Full Hedge. Oh, it's going to stop at the 1-inch line. Absolutely amazing punt. And the special teams of the Falcons has been lights out, keeping them in this game. Definitely a safety opportunity here. A turn, they'll give it to Walter, and he will bring it out to about the 3.5-yard line. Only 14 yards, but that was the biggest 3 that he's gotten today. 5 minutes to go. They're going to probably give it to him again. Give me 3 or 4 more yards, McMahon is asking for. No, they'll give it to Suey. Matt Suey took the Falcons by surprise. It's a 4.5 to 5-yard gain. He was the receiver of a 2-point conversion, and now a big 5-yard carry. So Matt Suey getting some plays, and that is exciting. 3rd and 2. Man turns, he play action pass and gets sacked for a safety anyways. So Peyton and Suey get him 7 yards to work with, and then on the play action he takes an 8-yard drop. That's just a poor play call by the coach. 3rd and 2, goes for an 8-yard drop. And now the Falcons will have the ball at the 38-yard line, and a field goal will win it. Coaches may have just cost the Bears the game. Buddy Ryan's defense is going to have to win it for the 85 Bears. Tolliver spins around, waiting, throwing to no one. And the Bears had lucked out that Chris Miller's not leading this drive. Tolliver not much worse in the rating department, but just not as polished as Chris Miller is. Fowler, quick throw. Michael Haynes, third reception. Oliver gets his man for a first down. It's Michael Haynes again. 6 of 12, 39 yards. Falcons, 2.5 minutes to go. Down by only 2. They need about 17 more yards for Norm Johnson to win this thing. Oliver drops back. Great job picking up the blitz. He completes it underneath. First down inside the 35-yard line. They only need about 4 more yards, and Norm Johnson can win this thing. The 85 Bears are going to have to come up with a sack or a turnover. Collier in the shotgun. Slings it downfield and out of bounds.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Complete underneath. He got 1 yard. 3rd and 9 now. Right now it's a 51-yarder. Norm Johnson would probably like a few more yards. They might run it here. No, it's play action. Tolliver slings it downfield. He wants it all and almost threw an interception. But here comes Norm Johnson. He's been great today, 3 for 3. He's made it from 50 and 52. Now kicking the other way. He's going from 51 to give the Falcons the late lead. Kick is up. On its way. It is good. Norm Johnson has made 3 field goals from 50 yards or further. He might be the player of the game. What a game by Norm Johnson. 91 Falcons lead the 85 Bears with just over 2 minutes to go, 14-13. Okay, here we go. Bears started their own 27. Do have a 2-minute warning and 3 timeouts. Man drops back. He will toss it to Walter. He will lose yards. Deion Sanders was covering Walter Payton. That's how much respect they have for Walter.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Man puts it in his left arm. He's going to run with it. Oh, takes a shot. Gains a yard. 3-yard gain, actually. 3rd and 11. Play action. McMahon slings it downfield. No. Neon Deion there to break it up. Prime time coming through. And the Bears have to play. They've gone 6. This is their 61st offensive play, and the most important, they need 11 yards or they're going to get upset. McMahon waiting, in trouble, sacked for the 6th time. And the Falcons are going to pull the upset. 7 sacks, I'm sorry. 7 sacks by the 91 Falcons. Unbelievable. That's why you play the game. The 91 Falcons are going to take down the 85 Bears. The first down ices the game. Otherwise, I guess the Bears have enough timeouts to get the ball back. 6 more yards is the difference between getting the ball back versus not. Handoff. He breaks a tackle. He leaps over a man. Nice tackle by number 45, Fensick, to stop him. For those of you that have made it this far, an hour and 9 minutes in, thank you very much for sticking around. Hopefully you've enjoyed the game. Again, any comments, let me know. I know that 29 There's a handoff. There's a first down. That's the game. The 1991 Falcons have beat the 1985 Chicago Bears. For the Falcon fans that watched, congratulations. The Bears fans, I promise you this team is rated high. We did not expect to see them lose their opening game, but it's a long season. I don't think with all these great teams, I don't think anyone's going undefeated. So there's a pitch out, and now to add insult to injury, they will run it in on them. And actually, that gives the Bears a chance because the game was over with a kneel. They decide to pile on the points, and technically, the Bears will only be down by 8 after this. Wouldn't that be something if the Falcons had the game won? Run the ball into, exaggerate the win, and then end up going to overtime?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. He'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down here in a one-score game.
1:16 to go.
It's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now.
McMahon from the shotgun. He's going to have to be brilliant. Fires on the money for the first pass. That's a good start. And now the hurry up. He's 17 of 24, 254 yards. Not bad stats. Quick throw to Walter Payton, who gets out of bounds. So the first two plays are nice. Get the first down and then get it out of bounds. 59 seconds to go. 56 yards to go.
At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Oh my God. Tim McKyer, showtime. Comes up waving the finger. He almost had a pick six there. Man, quick throw. Jesse Tuggle. There was some contact there, but no call. 4th and 1. No timeouts. Do you hand it off to make sure you get the first down and then just spike it? Let's see. It looks like a running formation. They'll they'll actually give it to Suey, who gets the first down. 2 carries, 7 yards, and now they're going to have to spike the ball. McMahon trying to hurry him to the line. Walter getting position. That cost him 10 seconds, but they did get the first down, so game's not over. There you see it is a final. The 90 Bills survived the 85 Jets, 13-6. New England and Kansas City, I'm not really sure who the favorite was. I guess New England was favored as they did make it to the Super Bowl. McMahon now scrambling, fires downfield. He's got his man. He's up inside the 25. Time's ticking, but the Bears are only 22 yards away from a magical comeback here. McMahon getting his troops to the line, and there's a flag. Oh no, is that going to be a 10-second runoff? If that's a 10-second runoff, that might be the game. No, because it's Madden, they actually let the clock stop. 15 seconds, no timeouts. They need 27 yards. McMahon might have to put this one in the end zone. Play action, nobody's falling for that. He rolls out to the right. If you run, you better get out of bounds. McMahon runs it and slides, and that's going to be the game, I think. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Falcons win. The 91 Atlanta Falcons beat the 1985 Chicago Bears 21-13. For those of you that made it an hour and 14 minutes, thank you very much. Comment anything that can make this better. I know shorter videos might make it better, but most of the time the hour mark is going to be about what the game lasts. That's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but it was definitely an exciting game. 21-13, an upset. I will say it. The 91 Falcons were not supposed to win this game, but the great thing about this league is all teams are capable of beating all other teams on any given Sunday. And we'll get to see a lot of our favorites. Brian Jordan, Deion Sanders with that interception, but then a failed tackle on that touchdown right there. So lots of good players, lots of injuries. I might need to turn down the injuries. There you see the Bears won in really every statistical category except for takeaways. The 91 Falcons took the ball away twice, one of them by Deion Sanders, and that's how they won the game. Well, thanks for watching, everyone, and have a good day.